This is Cup of Joe. This is me. It's Cup of Me. Sunday is Cup of Me day, and we usually do like a little. Usually it's a drawstring, guys. Um, that's what I label it anyway. And I end up trying to draw, failing probably. Um, yeah, I usually usually have like three different things I want to draw and show, and sometimes I actually do it, but most times I'm off the wagon. This morning I'm doing pretty good. I had a few beers yesterday and I recover slow after some drinking. So uh, um, today I'm right in the middle between available mentally and totally uh, just brain dead. So see how I do. Today we got like a guest, and we don't always have a guest. However, today it's gonna be cool because I get to finally kind of interview, talk to Dave from Genuine Comics, and so he's in the back. We'll bring him in just a minute. We just do a little housekeeping real quick. Let me move my mic a little bit too. That seems like it's just in the way, right in the way. Oh, check that out too, guys. I got a little Karate Kid banner back there. So just in case I need to fight somebody on stream, I can put that on real quick. Give me my powers. Jeremy always is up in here, kind of threatening me and dueling me. So I got to put it on once in a while. Though he's not in the chat today. He slept in. Good for us all, I suppose. Jeremy's Jeremy's usually actually he usually makes it here on Sundays. We got indie wrestling aces up in here. Hail peeps. I was gonna bring up Frog G was first, and yes, he says hi Cupo. Yes, that's me. Um, and Frog G brings up another thing that I also like to bring up, American Bliss. We'll get into that as well as the main campaign that I'll probably talk about with Dave, Perfect 10. So um, I think, what else was I going to do? Housekeeping. Instead of housekeeping, I just started rambling. Uh, I'm working on Star Circuit 2. I could do this at the end of the stream, but I figured get out of the way now. I was pretty much done with thumbnails, and I have everything where it needs to be. And then I've had like a stray scene. I don't know how this works for everybody else, but when I have a stray scene, it just doesn't fit anywhere. Like I have to rework it all. Like I have to like it has to go. I have to find the perfect spot for it. So that's where I'm at. I'm like, this thing could go anywhere really, and that's kind of how I like to work writing. I have on index cards, and I pretty much figure out by moving them around like panels. I'm like, oh, this could go here. Would it work better here after some other scene and juxtapose it better? Anyway, got that scene that I got to fit in, and anyway, it's pretty much done though. The writing's there. It's looking to be 72 pages. The way I've worked it out. Some nuts stuff. I'm doing some nut storytelling with this stuff that I've never attempted before. Let's just say you might be rotating the book. You might be doing some weird things physically with the book to get it to work. Um, Trying something out. Trying something out. Chris Fisk is here. He says, "Hey everyone, good to see you, dude. Good to have you." Frog G's also throwing up your book, Infinite Tale Chronicles. Stumbled over that one. Great book. I enjoyed reading it. Good stuff. So without further ado, I think that's all I got for Star Circuit. So I'm sure I'll bring up the campaign later on. We'll talk about where that's at. However, let's just get in, have a convo with Dave. So let's do it. Dave, what's going on? Welcome to Cup of Joe.
Hey Joe. Hey Joe. Thank
Hey,
you, man. Thank you. Hello,
yeah.
chat. Hey, good
So
morning to you, man.
I'm stoked to have you on. Yeah, because you have a stream usually 3 o'clock my time on
Yeah.
Sundays as well, right?
Yes, I
Is
have
that a
one
regular
today later
show?
on. Yeah.
Cool, cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I catch. I usually never catch. Very rarely do I catch somebody's stream as it's happening, even if it's like about me. Somehow I miss them all.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. My reminders. Maybe I have like notifications turned off on my phone, and they only work like on my desktop or something.
Right.
Anyway,
Right. Right.
how is it going today?
It's going well. It's going well, man. Preparing
Awesome.
things for other writers. I have a few writers lined up to produce some work for Genuine Comics. So I need to have the basics ready for
Hmm.
them so they can start. That's fun. And
Cool.
then I hear
How many
you
guys
talk
you got
about
underneath you?
straight. Sorry.
I was gonna say, how many guys do you have underneath you, or not underneath,
No
along
one.
with you?
No one. Just people I like to work with. So
Yeah,
I approach them. Would you be interested? And usually it's yeah, man, awesome. So
yeah. I instantly pulled that back. I'm like, underneath you. That sounds bad. Yeah, well, yeah, that's good. Just a few guys, a few people. That's nice.
yeah,
Um, so,
yeah.
well, how
Especially
do
for the
you?
series, we have this series called Power Trip, right? And it's an anthology series. So
Mm,
with shorter stories taking place in the genuine universe about characters that don't really require their own title, their own
mm,
book, but they're fun characters or fun concepts, and I wanted to show them. And I like to have that book being produced by multiple creative teams, so
mm.
different writers, different artists,
Yeah, that makes sense
etc.
for
So
anthology, right?
yeah, yeah,
That's great
exactly.
for that. Let me address this real quick before you get too far out of the weeds and I forget.
Sure, man.
Frog G says, so what I'm hearing is that you have a sign up link for me soon. I'm assuming that's for Star Circuit 2, but it could have been something else. If that is for Star
Mm.
Circuit 2, I don't know. Maybe you're talking to somebody in chat as well. Who knows? Star Circuit 2 won't have a sign up page for quite a bit. I like to have I don't know. I like to feel confident in like nailing like a story point. Maybe there's like a point in the story where I'm like, if I nail it, then I'm like, okay, I can feel like the weight is off my shoulders or something. So it won't be for a while, but I do aim to do it this year. I'm gonna aim for this year. So get ready.
Ooh.
That's fun.
So,
Lot to work.
so
Well,
Star Circuit, you will have to turn the book around.
yeah, I
Is that
think
what?
there's some nutty things that I'm trying to do, but not
Ooh.
like for the sake of doing. I'm not like I'm gonna make the person read, upside down or vertical for no reason. Like there's just like a certain environment and story beat that like
Like
needs
a
to have
loop.
impact.
You
Yeah,
drive
either
through a
like
loop or something.
not necessarily physically. It's
Mm.
mostly like state of mind, like
Mm.
how I want you to like I'm thinking about every time you go to this certain place, you read it in this other orientation. Like that way
All right. Yes.
you physically you'll know and that you'll be in this place when you're reading it that way.
Did you ever read John Burns' run on Fantastic Four?
No, I've never been a Fantastic Four fan, so
Oh
I never
no.
got to
Oh,
that.
okay.
But how was
But
it?
uh, but he did that for one issue where the Fantastic Four moves into the negative zone, and you have to turn the
Ooh,
book sideways.
right, dude.
Yeah,
That's
that's
me and him are on the same wavelength. Then
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah,
perfect.
yeah. That was
Yeah,
cool.
the only other time I've seen it happen a few times. Actually, there's a couple because it's not that uncommon. But I know Capullo did it in Court of Owls once, where you rotated all the way around and back to the start. You like turn the page
Yeah,
and rotate each time. That was pretty impressive because it actually worked.
yeah, yeah.
That's what
You
I'm
have to be
mostly.
careful. You have
Yeah,
to be careful with those gimmicks because it can take readers out of the story. Uh,
right.
yeah,
And it's tough, and I don't think I go to this environment too often in my story, so like it won't be back and forth always. You ever
right.
try something weird like that? You have any like experimental things you like to do?
Not yet, really.
Not yet.
No, I'm pretty conventional, I think, with
Mm,
stories, with the way comics usually work.
right,
But yeah, sometimes I maybe I will try
right,
something. I thought about this Fallout. You had the first issue of Wildcats had
mm,
one page that you could fold out. You had
right.
one long page. Maybe something like that, but it's pretty costly, I think. So
Yeah, I thought of the same thing and I looked it up as well.
yeah,
Because I really did see like some sort of in the racing scene, like something super horizontal would work.
right.
It's like a fold out, and I could do a lot with it. But it might be such a pain, a big pain.
Yeah, man. It's
Um,
tough enough to make comics, man.
yeah, to like go like full
Without
out.
without the gimmicks.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Um, so I feel like yes, they confirmed Star Circuit 2. That was Frog G's response, and then also bringing up. I won a digital copy of Dream Girl on Don Chin's show last week. Awesome book. Can't wait for my books from the Perfect 10 series to arrive. Yeah, so I guess
Ooh,
maybe he did a. Chris Fisk did a big bundle on this one. When we bring up the. Actually, let's bring up the campaign now. Let me share my screen.
sure. Yeah.
And that way we can see something as we
Chris
go.
Fisk's book is also awesome with the big box. It looks great.
Oh yeah, one of the best presentations I've seen.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's
I'm
the right
like
one.
I'm like, how did you ever make money, Chris? That's so much included there with yeah.
He must have like had a lot of shrink wrap ready to go from like projects past or something.
Yeah.
Um, that's something that comes into play. I was advertising Star Circuit for so many years that like a lot of the cost was already I already printed some of the things and
Yeah.
it just didn't come out directly. Okay, so where's my screen here? Okay, there we are. I forgot that I set it to not automatically share now, so I have to remember to click it.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it's helpful because sometimes you accidentally it's like that one fail safe just in case you don't dox yourself. That one
Oh,
time you
right.
forget.
Oh,
You know,
I didn't even know that was possible with StreamYard. Okay.
yeah, you totally can screw things up if you're me. Um,
Yeah.
so what's your how did Perfect 10 come about? I don't know like the genesis of like the story and just the idea of it. Do you remember how
Oh,
it came about?
yeah. The basic premise started when I was still in high school, and a group of students, including myself, created this little a group called Genuine, and we wanted to produce comics. We were inspired by Image Comics,
Hmm.
um, and so we needed concepts. And I was always thinking about creating my own superheroes and origin stories, which is the fun part. And and Perfect 10 is based on a concept I had then.
Hmm.
But nowadays it's completely reworked. People I told about the concept back then, they won't recognize this. Just small elements in
Right.
Perfect 10 now carried over from back then, but the basics were still there. Um,
So a lot of it's just name some of the elements, but yeah.
yeah, the main character changed completely, but the origins, so the basic origin, that's
Hmm.
the same. And then other elements like the agencies that were connected to this origin story,
Hmm.
some other characters, they basically changed the entire premise. Um, and originally I had the main characters, and now I have one. So
Right.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, essentially, yeah, that's moving things into like a story wise that makes a big difference.
Yes.
I have a similar thing. I have a lot of friends that knew Star Circuit before, what it is now. And when
Yeah.
I showed them the first issue, they were like, "Oh, this is nothing like you had before." They'd bring up concepts that I forgot about. They'd be like, "Oh, didn't he like survive a mining accident?" You're like, "What?
Yes.
A mine? What are you talking about? A mine?" You're like, "What?" Okay. So, do you have any like weird quirk that was in the old one that like never it didn't make it to the new iteration, but was there something that like was weird about the old one that like was she still like a was the basic form of like her being was she still a humanoid? Was she still was it something totally off the
No,
wall
that
before?
that the was still intact.
Mm,
That's what I had. And the quirk, not really. I did
mm,
have so Virgil Pratt.
hmm.
That's the guy who basically created her.
Right.
In the original setup, he died, and
Okay.
in the new story, I came up with this entire backstory for him.
Hmm.
So I wanted him to be part of Ten's life. instead of
Right.
this throwaway character, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a huge thing because that's I think I like because I read one and two. I really enjoyed it. I think like one I was really impressed with. I don't know. Maybe I'm just one of those guys that really like number ones because it's like real fresh. It feels like I don't know, like it's that first step into the world. And
Right.
to me, it was really a good ride. Number two was really good too, but it kind of just it's more it broadens. The team
Hmm.
is there now, and
Yes. Yes.
uh, but yeah, very cool. I like that dynamic because like there's insecurities back and forth. Like there's blaming and drama between her and also with a lot of the other characters too. I was surprised at how well you fleshed out side characters. And I read it like many months ago now, so I won't be able to bring up names because I haven't reviewed it. I should have reviewed it before. But I really liked how there was like a hard drama between a lot of the side characters too.
Yeah, at some point you will recognize that when you write. At some
Hmm.
point, you just get to bring things together. You have different ideas, and then you notice that things can click together, and
Right,
you're like, wow, and then things fit, and this entire new sub layer suddenly is there.
right.
This the fun part about writing, that you discover your own story.
Yeah, I mentioned something similar, like where the characters like become like almost real to you, and they make their own choices. It kind of writes itself at some point. In some ways, you
Exactly.
still have to
Yeah.
make some choice like they could do this or that. It would both be in character, um, but it almost reveals itself to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that
Chris
this ha- did you
Chris
always
says, "Is it
have
always Allie's
Ellie's
voice?"
voice
um,
in
is
my?
she the Allie's voice in the trailer? Is that the?
Yeah, yeah. That's Ellie. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But just when the first time I heard Ali's voice, I was like, wow, that's exactly what I can imagine that 10 sounds like. It
Mm,
was perfect, so I just contacted her and she was happy to
yeah.
do it. So
Are you
yeah.
the first to do that? I feel like there was maybe one other trailer that pulled her into the campaign for the trailer, but yeah, I agree. She's got like a distinct and clear voice too. So
Yeah, yeah.
like feminine, but also like got like a clarity that's kind of strong. So good
Yeah.
stuff. Good stuff, Allie. So with this campaign, dude, what's I know we just talked about like not doing something super crazy because it's hard enough just getting the book out.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so are you doing anything extra with these or keeping it pretty much to the book, to the issue?
It's this book. Of course, you get a few stretch goals, but
Mm,
it's not really the reason why people support this.
mm,
I think it's the book, and we have a second new book. I try that with every campaign to bring you two books,
mm-hmm.
because I don't want to have a campaign with every title we produce. It's just exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
And this title connects well with Perfect Tense, so it made sense to throw it with this
Yeah.
campaign. Yeah.
So it becomes like it's like a supplemental you like to add. How big is the second book that you usually give? Is it?
There are, all the books are 32 pages, and the way I fill these 32 pages can be different. So sometimes it's like 25 pages comic books, and the rest like pinups.
Right.
And with Perfect 10 issue 3, it's 32 pages, all stories, all
Ooh,
sequential.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems that's familiar for me because that's what Star Circuit ended up being. So I have a good and I cram packed. I think that's one of my critiques I get is it's a little too maybe a little too cram packed. I used a lot of 8 panel pages, which is a little high, uh, but you got a lot of story in there, and I know about how much you'd fit in 32 pages, which is a lot. So I'm
Yeah.
glad that's a
Yeah,
good
you
number.
have you have 8 panel pages, but your book was bigger also, right?
It's 32, 8 and 32. I didn't.
No, what
It's
I
not a
mean
complete
is
story.
the canvas format, like
Oh no, same. It's
Oh,
a
same, right? Okay.
standard. Yeah, it was standard. I had a supplemental that was the design book. There was, I mean, no more story, but at least a little. So I didn't have to put any pinups in the main book, is what I mean.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
and I think if Alex from Infinity reviewed it and gave it a good score, gave it a 9, but he had a qualm with not having any pinups in the back, like you just brought up. And I think it's a good gripe, but taking into account that I did have the side book, which was all the design, yeah, you had to pay more for it, but it was there if you wanted it. So
Right.
anyway, let's go back to. I keep going on tangents. I always like relate to it, and don't want to steal the show. But what we want to talk about
No,
is
no worries, man.
what's the cool part about issue 3? What do you think the coolest part is? It we're gonna get more action and more drama, or is there something weird coming out of left field?
The cool part is that it actually doesn't have that much action.
Mm,
And I wanted to write this particular issue was very difficult for me to write.
mm,
Um, it's it needs to connect with the next issue, and it needs to do so in a manner that is logical. Um, and I had a completely different story in mind for issue 3, but the characters didn't want that to happen. So um, so I just decided I had to cut out
mm-hmm.
many things that I wanted to have in here because they just didn't work.
Right.
Um, it it just slowed the story down, and there were cool scenes, but they didn't need to be in there. So I
Mm,
like to keep things moving, and I think we made it work. Uh,
mm,
but it was interesting to see that the things that I had planned I couldn't do. So yeah,
right. It seems like from the cover, it looks like there's a good amount of stakes and danger. That's what the cover kind of implies. You know,
yeah,
that
yeah.
there
This is
are.
this is one of the two
Mm,
covers. Yeah.
right. I do like the second one too. I put it on the thumbnail.
Hmm.
Real quick, Greg's here with the giant hail. I dig it.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah, heck yeah. And also very quick, I don't want to gatekeep here. Uh, Chris has confirmed, yes, Ellie has a beautiful voice, and he also
Yeah.
says Star Circuit has a jaw-dropping spot UV, which that I forget who told me the idea. It might have been Billy Basco who gave me the idea to put the spot gloss on the background and not on the characters, and because of that, it worked. It popped the characters, and I don't know what it would even look like the other way around. Um, but that's what happened. 24 Eyes is here. What's up, Owl dude? Good to have you. I do, dude. I catch one of your shows once in a while. Very cool, dude. I dig what you do about the pop culture on the day of. Pretty awesome, pretty cool stuff. But yeah, back to Perfect 10 and the second cover. We can scroll down here. So from the two different covers, they're drastically different, and from when I previewed of the story pages, which we'll scroll down, I mean, there's action there. So when you say there's not a lot, I guess that means there's a lot of um, like relationship kind of changes happening or something. uh,
Yeah,
is
there is action, but within these 32 pages, I have to tell this particular story. A lot of
mhm,
things needed to happen and needed to move forward. And while some things I had planned to go there through action scenes didn't actually work, so I had to take them out. Uh,
hmm,
but um, but I don't think it's necessary. You have a lot of characters, you have a lot of and after two action-packed issues, we can slow things down a
yeah,
little bit. And for issue 4, we'll be back with a lot of action. Yeah, that's the
nice.
grand finale. So
Oh,
yeah,
nice. Yeah, that's good because I think pacing is a big deal. People always like this bombastic thing all the time. Same thing with I think of the same thing with artwork too. You can't have every piece you do, every panel be this insane escape of like action and just bombastic everything. So you're right to kind of pace it out like this. It's pretty cool. Looks like you got a free print with mini poster.
Yes,
How big is
yes,
this thing?
Randy Green, man.
How big's a mini poster?
It's the same size as a comic book.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so
makes it easy.
I can ship it together. Yeah,
Right. Yeah, that's
yeah.
brilliant. I think everybody in Comicsgate, and I think everybody in general, if they don't agree, they probably just don't want to voice it. But the folded up posters, I'm not a fan of, and I think a lot
No,
of
no,
people
me neither.
aren't.
No,
It,
no,
you know,
no.
either way,
Just give me these small, sturdy posters. You know, that's fun stuff. Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, you can fill a wall, fill a whatever you want to do. I'm gonna put. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet because right here I got this kind of framed thing happening. I can't really put up posters there, but on the other wall, I will do everybody's.
Yeah.
Um, Though it would be cool to see all the posters behind. I might have to like just put it on a poster board and then I can like put it up, and then put it down every time I don't stream or something. Um, so here's some sequentials. Is this still PAL or
Yeah, yeah,
is it
yeah. The same
okay?
creative team. So Pau and Daniel are still on this series, and we will do this the entire run.
Mm,
I'm not planning to change artists.
right. Yeah. I nobody really likes that either. It's another. What I noticed here is, dude, I'm a huge fan of. Well, he's my one of my mentors. I don't know if you know him, Freddie Williams. He does. He was doing the crossovers for Batman and Turtles and I think Thundercats and He Man.
Right.
I don't know if you've seen those, but he's a great artist. He's actually got that's his work here. I don't know if you can. I don't know if we can pull it down and show you, but the way he's doing a lot of the work in your book here, this kind of very organic and detailed smoke. That's like a Freddy thing. Like that's like it looks like Freddy's work.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
which obviously I'm a fan of. So I'm enjoying it. He's doing a book right now. He's doing an indie book finally. Freddie is called Bequest. He's finally doing his
Okay.
own like creator owned thing with another guy, which
Right.
is good to see. Good to see those guys do
Right.
stuff like that. So what can we talk about in these pages? Like, is there something you want to point out, or do you just want to like? Can you give me a little? Is there any story specifics that you can give to these without giving anything away?
Well, this is more in issue 2. We saw more about the agency that's behind the creation of Perfect 10.
Hmm.
And in this issue, you see more about the other group, the Prime Syndicate.
Hmm.
So this is basically their headquarters, and you see some of them. So you see new ones, new characters,
Hmm.
and they have their own lives, have their own relations going on, and so I like to show that that these are also people, not just villains that 10 can beat up.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I think you have this. I mean, obviously, I think you mentioned an image before, but it's got this very. Your books do have the image vibe. It sounds like it's very comic-y, but at the same time realistic. I don't know how those work together, but it makes it. That's what Perfect 10 reads like. It reads like this could be some serious live-action movie, but it also it's like I don't even know if it could work as a live-action movie at the same time, and I don't know how that's possible. Not because it's like it's one of those things they said about Watchmen. Like it's so out
Mhm.
there that how are they even going to make this
Yeah.
like another adaptation? That's kind of like get the feel. You're like, there's so much cool stuff in here that how would they even the budget would be
Yeah.
off the chain.
Yeah.
Uh,
I really noticed that I have to rein things in because I have so many things that I want to throw in that I think this is awesome, this is awesome, this is awesome. Throw it in, but you just can't do that, man. You have to sprinkle things in and introduce new things slowly,
mm.
build it up. Yeah.
So who's your favorite creation? Like or first of all, I guess maybe did you design the characters like visually a little bit too? Did you give any sketches when you do your like descriptions, or um, how pretty much how perfectly did you envision these characters, and maybe which one is your favorite?
It's a combination of things. Usually, I design the characters,
Hmm.
but there are characters that I have no visual. idea for, and then I basically ask the person who is doing the visuals
Hmm.
to make something, to design something for me. And other times I have this vague idea and I just write it down, and then
Hmm.
they can design a character based on a description. Um, and I think having other people design other characters besides myself uh, makes the characters uh, makes it more diverse. It gives it more
Mm.
variation.
Right.
Um, yeah, because other people can think of design things that I can never think of.
Right.
So
If you
this is
force
fun,
them down that tunnel or that whatever path,
right?
you're killing all the other possibilities
And
at the same time.
Ten herself took a few tries to get right.
Mm.
We had this design for her, and I think we went through 4 different designs before we started the book. I was
Mm.
like, okay, this fourth one, this is it. And in one version, she had red hair and a long ponytail and the
Mm.
costume colors. You have to decide, make decisions over the colors also.
Yeah.
So she had a black and white costume at one point, and it just missed that color. I wanted
Right.
to give it some color. And then Pau started to draw the first issue, and he was 2 pages in. And then I saw this photo of this model
Hmm.
with his hairdo, and I was like, Pau, this is it, man. This is, and so Pau had to redraw the hair.
The hair on that
Uh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good insight. I mean, it's yeah, you don't want to like, jump in too late and then he's drawn too much. Amanda B's here, and I missed it before because I
Hey, Amanda.
got limited screen space here. But uh, Amanda's awesome. I like her sandwiches. I like her on. She's co-hosting with Owl over there, Mister 24 Eyes. But good to have you. Let's see if I missed anything. She's thanking Frog G. Chris Fisk also gave his kind of 2 cents about the poster thing. According to the survey he sent out to my backers, the 19 by 27 two-sided poster wasn't something anyone was interested for the next book. Interesting. That's a big one. Yeah. I don't think I got it. The only poster I actually got was Reni's. So
Mm,
her Fiendish poster, I think, is worth it. I gotta ask her where she got this poster because it's
right.
very, very well done.
Yeah. The very first campaign that I did for
Hmm.
for Earthling in 2015,
Mm.
I I I offered people posters from these large posters, and I sent them in these what do you call
Oh,
these?
like the tube things,
Yeah, the
tube mailers.
tubes. Right.
Yeah.
That was a nightmare. That was terrible. That was
Mm.
to ship those, and I got one back all folded up. It was really, so I decided I'm not going to do this anymore. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, I've learned so much on this first one. It's kind of cool because I did a lot of things, so I learned very quickly where like you are going to lose money, where it's not worth it, what people care about more often than other things.
Hmm.
And I did learn the supplemental design book was a hit, a big hit. Like I didn't get that many, but the people that got it all responded like actual DMs and like really were thankful for it. Um, Whereas some of the other things weren't like weren't necessary. So maybe I'll kind of condense, and yeah, I can see where you're going, like where you learn quickly what's what's the way to go. Um, let's see here. Zaid shows up. What's up, dude? I knew you would show up. Good to
Hello,
have you.
Zaid.
Chris Fisk is stating the obvious here. Captain Obvious.
Yes.
Pal is an
Yes,
awesome
he is.
artist. Um, and Sherry, my fiance, is here. What's up, Sherry?
Hello, Sherry.
Uh, and let's see here. Who else? Who else? Anybody else pop up? We're just getting some sweet, sweet links for everything. If you want to check out the pages yourself for Perfect 10, go to the description. It's in the description. Frog G is also posted earlier in the chat. I don't know if you want to post it again for us, Frog G, for Perfect 10. I'm going to keep scrolling. Maybe we can get some more insight here. So it's cool to have the same team. Like, it's obvious. It's really obvious when you see them all in succession,
Hmm.
and, we
Right.
appreciate that. Like, as a fan, like, you appreciate that. I even appreciate that the cover, I really like the cover artist being the same as the interior artist.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
That's just a thing for me. Not everybody cares, but um,
Well, you can do it. You can have different artists, but then for the variant cover. But the main cover should always be the artist that you should
is
be able to see from the cover what you're going to get inside.
right. And yeah, I was always peeved about that with the big two and
Yeah.
the big five, or a lot of times they do have just like a random artist. It's not a variant, and it's still the cover, the main cover, and it just deceives you. You really, it's one of those. I think everybody has that moment where like you really got the book expecting one thing, especially when you're a kid and you're unfamiliar with how this
Right.
works, and the first time it happens to you, you're like you feel like you're been like still
Yes.
cheated. Um, but yeah, this scene is really cool. Again, with the smoke, this is the Freddie Williams smoke, as I kind of probably will always call it. Um, but yeah, something about the way he does lines too. Is
Yeah.
he inking his own stuff? Is he his pal
Yeah.
does?
Yeah.
Okay,
He does.
cool.
He does it all. And the cool thing about the smoke is that Pau was the one who brought in the smoke in this scene. So I had written this scene, this location,
Hmm.
and he brought in the smoke, and it creates this totally new effect, because now you can have this twirling around the craft.
Yeah,
That's so cool, so dynamic.
this
And
is literally the best part about comics. To me, it's
yeah,
like something that will never this to get this effect in a movie. It would have to be hours and hours of VFX work. Um, to get it to work right. And it doesn't, like, for comics, it doesn't have to be realistic. It just has to be graphically awesome, and that's what it is.
yes, yes.
Yeah, this page alone, I would back this book just from seeing this page alone.
All right,
Um,
awesome. Yeah, it's really difficult to pick the right pages to put on the campaign. You don't want to spoil too much.
mhm.
Um, you still
Yeah,
want to show something cool. So yeah,
yeah, it's tough. To me, I mean, I have no gripes with any of the art, obviously, because it's you got some good guys, and really dig it. I really think everything comes together, and since we've read the first two issues, I think that's why you're doing such a successful job, launching this one, is because it's, we know what we're gonna get, and you haven't
right.
switched anything up, so it should translate, which is great. Any other tidbits we're missing? Should we play the trailer before we go too far here?
Oh yeah, sure. You can play the trailer,
Okay,
of
let me.
course.
I shared the window and not the tab, so let me go back and get audio going. And unless they changed it, but I'm pretty sure audio doesn't
Yeah,
look
you
like
have to
that
you have
yet.
to check that little box. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that's how they do it still. Let's go perfect 10. Share it.
So
All right, cool. Before we jump in, let's check the chat real quick. Can't ignore the chat. That's
yeah,
what you got.
bait and switch, says Chris Fisk, which is true with the cool looking covers, and then
Yeah,
the interiors are kind of meh. You know.
yeah.
It's
I think that's why we like to see the interiors on the campaign. Like, if someone doesn't give much, or they give like the
right.
designs or something instead of the sequential samples, it's a red flag, because you're like, why are we not seeing something to so we can match the
Right.
promo poster and cover with the interiors. We want to see that.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
Zayd says Perfect 10 is awesome. Now hold
Well,
off,
thank you.
dude. Let's play the trailer first before you say that. No, I'm sure he's seen it, and we'll be talking about it for weeks to come, I'm sure. And I haven't reviewed it because I did one giant review for Sovereign Wolf, and it took 2.5 weeks to edit,
Wow.
and like I don't think I'll do it all because it kill. I don't have the time, so I need to like
Yes,
come
of
up with
course.
a
No,
compromise where
Listen, man, when people do these reviews, or even sometimes people make fan art, and I'm just blown away that people spend
Yeah.
their time doing that. That's just phenomenal.
Yeah, so for me, I want to review more books. I'm like, I got to find this in between where I'm not like spending 2.5 weeks, but I review more books. Perfect 10 it's on the list to review. Whenever I read the last three for War Campaign, or not War Campaign. Uh, no, wait. Freaking Professor Murph's book. What's his book?
A war party.
War Party. I know, sorry, War
Yes.
Campaign. Yeah,
Yes.
War Party. There we go. It's the morning, guys. Give me a break. Let's check out the trailer. We make it full screen here. Cool. Make this full too. Oh, sorry, guys. I don't know why it's freaking out on me. Did I open another window or something? Wow, this has ever happened to you? I've never seen it delay this much.
No, no.
It's
I'm
maybe
hearing.
I lost the internet totally.
Never mind, man. It's cool.
Looked like it buffered all the way through to this though.
Yeah.
It
It's
looks like
weird.
it's like a browser issue or something. Weird. All right, well, we're just gonna leave it there and we'll talk.
Yeah, that's cool. People can check it out. It's a cool trailer.
All right, I'm gonna have it muted. If it starts playing, I'll bring it back up. So Zaid says the buffering is filling my soul. Yes. So anything else we want to bring up with Perfect 10? Because I do want to talk about a little bit of American Bliss
All right.
before we run
We
out
can
of
talk
time.
about American Bliss, but the Perfect 10 campaign also comes
Mhm.
with a second new book, so people can check that one out
Yeah,
also.
let me go to the campaign
It's
again.
it's a crossover title uh, that is a little silly story with Perfect 10 crossing over with Camilo Wallace, and
Mm,
it's outside of continuity with other genuine titles.
okay.
It's
Let's
just for fun. Yeah,
thought I had it up the whole time.
there
Good.
it is.
Good job.
Yes.
I'm a professional. Um, so yeah, this is it. This is called Crossworlds.
Yeah, yeah. So Andre Leal is the creator, and he came to me with this idea to make this little crossover with his character. Um, and it will also be published through Arctic Press, and
Nice.
I'll be publishing it here with exclusive crossover pinups in the back. Um, yeah,
Cool,
but
cool.
Andre basically did everything. He did the art, the colors, and then
Nice, clever.
oh yeah. So the
Um,
Crossworlds title is a new title, and every crossover we make, I will put under the Crossworlds banner.
okay. So it's not going to necessarily just be this this type of cross. It's going to be other crossovers.
Yeah, yeah. Other crossover, any crossover from Jamie Comics with another publisher, we can
Cool.
place on the Crossworlds. These are standalone stories. So yeah.
Dude, that's really cool. It makes me want to Star Circuit it. Um, but that's one thing I haven't thought of much of is like crossovers and trying to figure things out. Like I have a hard enough time just keeping my own story within its own world.
Yeah, yeah. I
It's
understand.
tough to do. It's tough to figure out.
Yeah,
I
yeah. The
mean,
thing is, you have to take it away from your own continuity, and this way
mhm.
you can make it happen. But
Yeah,
otherwise, it's very difficult.
absolutely. So, like the smash the like because we want to get this video spreading around because we need to spread the word about Perfect 10. I've got a lot of followers that are not like in our crew or subscribers. So
Oh,
I'm actually one of the weirder kind of I guess channels because I started so long ago that a lot of the people are going to be not in the sphere. So promoting on my channels probably better than you think. Like we get the rewatches you get are probably from people you have not talked to yet. So
oh
good to
wow.
know. Good to know for our channel. Um, that Tushy is crossing dimensional rifts. Um,
Yes, yes. Andre sure
perfectly
loves
said.
loves that. Yeah.
Perfectly said there, Zaid. So yeah, it looks cool. There's more Tush over here. It's on display, and I like just it's got this kind of playful art style, which is cool.
Yeah, yeah, it's very goofy. It's a little goofy story, nothing
Nice.
serious, but it was so well made that I wanted to publish it also. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I that's you can't help it sometimes. You're like, oh, I need to do this. What I want to bring up, we skip this. This will probably
Oh
be the
right.
cover I get because I'm in love with it. I don't know who did this cover, but
This cover is made by Eduardo da Souza and King Bola, and this
all
is
right.
the cover for the second printing of issue one. And this
I
is
know. I might
yeah,
have to get it because this is crazy.
yeah, because the first printing were almost out. You can still get the first printing through add-ons if you want it, but the main issue one you will get with this campaign is this version.
The only other way I don't get this is if you eventually make this a print somewhere down the road. I don't know if you ever will, but it's just a great comp. To me, it's this is up there with one of the best covers I've seen. No joke. For me, this is everything I
Oh
wanted to
wow,
cover. Like, there's it's everything you want to see. It's like front and center. It's got the mysterious kind of nature to some elements, and it's
yeah,
got the danger that from this crazy wolf and the villains. Um, so let's look at anything else at the bottom. I don't want to show too much. That way you can guys go check it out
right.
yourself. Oh,
Well,
looks like American Bliss is right here.
yeah, American Bliss. So you have your Segway.
Yeah.
This is with this campaign you can get this. You can get a personal commission from POW, a Crossworlds commission, and you can pick one genuine first character and pair him or her up with one character of your own choosing. Can be mainstream, can be your own creation, whatever you want.
Oh wow, dude! This is literally I can see Atlas from my Story Star Circuit like eyeing any chick, and it would work. This whole this whole setup here is something that I think anybody that has a character that is always eyeing ladies would work in that scenario.
Yeah,
How much is he? Is he? What do you have that going for? Let's pull up
that's
the details.
175 euros. I'm not sure what it is in dollars.
Okay,
And we
and
only have 10 available.
it is 191 in
All
USD
right.
right here. So not bad. That's
Yeah.
under
You also
200. Nice.
get the new books, and I will sign the books for you also.
Heck yeah! And so, do you get the new cover, new reprint for issue one? No.
Yeah, you get the no wait. This is with issue 3 plus Crossworld. So all the new
Okay.
stuff, but you can add
Add it on.
the new book if you want. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see if you have a featured on this one before we segue out. All right. So
The
this is
featured.
generally what most people get, right? Or
Yeah, I didn't know if it was the right decision, but the featured tier contains all the new stuff.
okay.
So people who backed the previous ones can get this one, and
It
they're
seems like yeah, it's a tough call because you could do the bundle
yeah
that has catches you up if you wanted.
right. The catch up tier is also there. So it was yeah.
Right.
What do we feature? I don't
Heck
know.
yeah. So here
Yeah.
you pick A or B, and this you have like you can select it. This looks like obviously if you just want to get the next installment, go for it. Uh, that could be the one I go for unless I have the extra cash somehow. But got the digitals for all three. That's an easy way to get
Right.
caught up too.
Right. Also
And
for the
yeah.
physical books, if you live in the US, I'm working together with Critical Blast to keep the shipping costs
Heck
minimum.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he's the go-to guy. I'll be using him as well.
Yeah.
Here's that catch-up tier, guys. Um,
Yes.
great
So you get
stuff.
the new cover for issue 1, and you get issue 2 and 3 plus the poster by Randy Green.
That is tough. That is tough to pass up. Um, Give me everything tier. That's pretty cool as well. A lot of books coming your way.
Yes.
Um,
Like
it's
12
it's
books. Yeah.
yeah, tons of stuff. So and we already talked about the commission. That's really a cool deal because Pow is a great artist. So you might want to. With a lot of these, here's the thing, guys. When you get a book or a commission that is like personalized by that artist, you never know the next thing that they do that skyrockets them into infamy,
Yeah,
or
it's true.
or into fame. You know what I mean? So not infamy, that would be bad. Um, so so the next thing they do could be huge, and the next thing you know, like a commission by them is worth 2,000, and that's the thing here. So you never know what happens with these guys because they're always getting better and better and putting out their best stuff. So the next thing you know, you lose your chance to get a good commission. So this looks great. You gave me the link to American Bliss. Let me grab that. I didn't grab it before. Should have. Because I do want to check it out and just promote the sign up page for this. Right.
Yeah,
All right.
we're still working on American Bliss, and I don't want to run two campaigns
Right.
simultaneously. So we will do that one after this campaign. So during this campaign, you can sign up for the pre-launch for American Bliss, and then we kick off after this one.
I think we all appreciate that. And I missed, dude, El Padrino's here, Joey,
Hello, El
and
Pedrino.
also bringing up the booty. Who doesn't? Joey
Yeah.
Chestnuts. That's me. Some people call me Joey the Lips. Um,
Why is that? Why is
I
that?
don't know. I got lips. You should have
Yeah.
seen. I don't know if you saw the Inkfinity comparison. He compared me to young Putin because Putin's got some lips on him.
All
Um,
right.
yeah, you can check that on my Twitter. I will not bring it up again because it's propaganda for the war. Uh, can the cover have a lifted relief of the booty? Is that a is that a stretch goal?
All right. Like a cover with a little bump in it.
Yeah, a little
Uh,
bump for the booty,
yeah, yeah.
dude. That may be
Maybe.
something down the road. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, if we reach 25,000, then maybe. So make it happen,
25K,
guys.
dude. That is a silent. That's like a secret menu. That's a secret stretch goal. Everybody knows it now.
Right.
KFC Colonel's eyes would glisten beholding those thighs. He's on the ball today. He must have had his coffee.
Good morning.
Chris Fish says that's better than Emma Watson's ass in yoga pants.
Whoa.
That's
I've never seen that.
definitely. I may or may not have seen that on the interwebs. I will not
Okay.
reveal.
Oh,
Not reveal that. Let me bring up the other sign up page before I forget. Sucks that we didn't get to see the trailer. So everybody go check out Perfect 10 issue three's trailer on your own, since my internet is gatekeeping us.
oh no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know my internet provider was such a like shill for mainstream. But here's American Bliss, Father's Pride, Part One.
Yeah.
Why Part One? Is it because it's you're already
Well,
wanting to let people know it's a multi miniseries or something?
yeah. This is written by Michael Oden, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, Michael Oden, and it's his story, and he wanted to tell the story in several parts. So the
Mm.
title he came up with part one. That's totally cool, and it's
Hmm.
drawn by Eric Hodson.
Cool.
So these two are
And
cranking out these pages. Yeah.
he says Eric Hudson's on has done Dreaded Dinosaur Man, which I have not seen, but now that I've
No, me
heard the
neither.
name,
No, no.
now I'll have to go check it out. There is a variant cover by Pal, which is a good way to cross books. That way you kind of like bring on some, people that like Perfect 10.
Yep.
Zay says, we praise Michael Odin. Hail the Odin.
Yep.
Odinson. And yeah, so I already signed up for this. So I'm looking
Oh,
forward to it.
cool.
Just something appeals to me about it. Plus I know Odin. And I know how he writes. So it's usually pretty relatable. Like he's a good way at getting dialogue
Yeah.
to help things relate. And so I can see no matter how kind of superpowered she is or what's the deal, we'll probably relate in some way, which is good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So what's on the horizon for Genuine? Like, so I know these two things, but do you have any other secrets that I can pry out of you?
Secrets. I have
Yeah.
secrets, but you can't pry those out. But I
No.
have. There will be more books if we are granted. So if Perfect 10 issue 3 sells
Yes.
okay, then we can continue immediately with issue 4,
Hmm.
and then I want to try and have that done within this year. So the entire Perfect 10 story is done this year. That's the goal. So I I hope we can make
Hmm.
that
Dude,
happen.
I don't understand. This video is still, it's like it's timed out, but it's timed out, but it's not timed out.
Yeah,
But
it's weird.
it's good to know you're trying to like get this thing wrapped up
Yeah,
and
yeah. There's so many things that I still want to do, and it's not like we can produce a comic every month.
mm,
So every book we make takes like 6 months to produce, and then we have to do the campaigning, and we have to do the shipment and everything. It's a lot of work. So I try to tell the stories. Um, so I try to do mini series. So I
hmm,
know there's this ending, and
right,
after the ending, I have plenty of other concepts that I want to explore.
right. I feel the same. I like miniseries because in my brain, even if it transforms into something more, at least at the start in my brain, it's like this is
Right.
the end. I
Yes.
can I can I can have free thoughts afterward. I was laughing not because of your explanation, but he's comparing my hair. This is just bedhead. I literally my
Pretty much.
camera's mirrored. My camera's mirrored, so I was like not getting it going the right way, and this is just how it ended up, dude. What do you want from me? The bad Maguire, yes, the dancing Maguire, as we all know him. Show tunes Maguire. So let me refresh this page, and
I really want to try it again, huh?
yeah, I really do. I really do. Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Um, did anybody back? Well, I didn't. I should have checked the numbers. Was
Oh
143 what we had before as
no.
backers? No,
Yeah,
somebody
yeah. We had
backed.
no. We had 143 before we started.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Just so
No
I
worries.
didn't I didn't miss like a hype moment. But still, 143 is very
Yeah,
impressive.
but you get backers daily, so
Yeah,
it's going strong. Yeah.
heck yeah. And look, everybody, it's the morning, guys. It's very hard to make commitments in the morning, even with your
Yeah.
coffee. I understand. I literally have a backlog, like all the people that I want to back, Cobalt, and probably Cerebrum and uh, several other books. Probably Jack Irons. All those I kind of want to back. Not kind of. I do want to back, but kind of have to wait till I can commit. And so that's the same here with issue 10. I will be doing it. I haven't backed yet, so you can count on one more in this mix. I just haven't gotten to it yet. You know how it goes. Funds. The funds aren't always there when you want it to
Yeah,
be.
I know, man. I have the same problem.
All right. So again, I have to go and redo it because I didn't do it the correct way. This, you know,
Yeah.
I'm a professional, but I don't get everything perfect, guys.
But you've started to ship out your comic, right?
Well,
So.
my book is been out for a while. We
All right.
are almost going to close Indiegogo though.
Oh.
Indiegogo
Ooh.
is very much could be shut down very soon because I only have like 10 covers left of the main cover. Now my
Ah.
hair is
Okay.
really up.
Yes.
Uh, my so the main cover there's like 8 copies left. So especially it'll be shut down if those sell out. In the meantime, I'm working on a website to kind of sell the books after it's on Indiegogo. It'll be a totally different cover, one that you can get there. So this is the last chance you can get my main cover. It'll never be printed again this way. The variant I'll sell on another way too. But so you'll
Hmm.
still be able to get the chapter one later on. Either with CG Now and it'll direct you to my website.
All right.
But
Yes.
get ready for that. That'll be fun. Let's see if we can play this trailer on the way out. If it starts playing, I'll set it up so we can play it on the way out of here because I gotta go see my mom. It's her
Yes.
birthday this
Yes.
week. So let's see if this thing plays, and we can hail on out of here. Let's see. Okay, looks like it's buffering. Looks like we're doing good. All right. I'm gonna say goodbye now. So Dave Brink, where can we find you? Beside, I know you're on Twitter. Is there anywhere else we can find you, or just tell us where we can
Uh,
find you?
all right, Instagram, JM Comics, and Facebook. I have a page, but you can also follow my personal page. It's not really personal no more. It's just me promoting books and showing comic book stuff.
Mm,
So you can see me there. And I have my own YouTube channel, and we're closing in on 200 subscribers
heck
right
yeah.
now. And in a few hours, I have a new episode of A Drink with Brink with my guest B Rose.
We got
So
B-Rose
hope to
on.
see you guys.
Heck yeah,
Yes,
dude.
yes.
Very good. I got to get him back on my channel. He missed his morning to come on and to promote his book
Oh,
because
that
he
happens. Yeah,
overslept.
yeah.
But it's B-Rose. I can't fault him. Um, of course, this is great. I probably need to get a clip of somebody saying that. I'm sure that's in an episode of TV somewhere for sure. Was that in Goodfellas? I don't know. Can't remember. But we're gonna play the trailer for Perfect 10. Guys, go back it. It's obviously the coolest. If you haven't gotten issue 1 and 2, take it from me. It's worth it. Worth your time. Worth your cash. Especially with the new cover. It's like the best cover I've ever seen. So go check those out. They're all on this campaign. Thanks for
And
showing up.
and if you come back, please share. That's greatly appreciated. And Joe, thank you very much for having me, man.
Heck yeah,
Uh, yeah.
it's been my pleasure. We do a lot of things on the stream. We are very on Star Circuit. We're very close to 20K. So again, if you want to help that as well, that'll be there. But yeah, my pleasure. It's been fun talking to you. We're gonna play this trailer on the way out. We do Art Bros on Wednesday, so come back, check that out. Go check out Dave's channel. Go sub over there. Anybody who's a mod and you have time, go put the link for his channel over there in the chat, please, while the trailer plays. I've watched, like I said, I always catch replays on things. Very cool stuff. I will be subbing over there if I haven't already. Sometimes it just slips the mind. So let's get back to it. Backed it once, backed it twice. Check that out. Damn, did he
Ooh,
just back it again? Do we
I
have
don't
to
know.
check this?
Let
Hold
me
on.
see.
I will also maybe I
No,
screwed up the trailer. Not right now. Maybe backed it twice before. Okay. Whatever.
but the
Yeah,
sentiment is good. Yeah.
yes. Hopefully didn't ruin this for myself. It was going to play before. Okay, that's it, guys. Have a good week. Go back some books. Go make some books if that's what you do. And yeah, we appreciate you supporting the channel. That's it. All right. Peace out.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Hold on, guys. Did I jinx it? I swear to God, it was buffering before. Hold on. Let me close out everything I have. I'm going to close out all windows. I'm going to turn off Photoshop. I'm going to do something. Let's see. There we go.
Who am I supposed to trust when everyone sees me?
Okay. Maybe it's not in the cards. I don't know what to say. This is embarrassing. Good to have you on, guys. Go play the trailer on your own. I really will be playing the trailer myself separately, but have a good one. That's it. Jeez,
Bye, everyone.
embarrassing. Peace out, guys.